All right, welcome back to the Blue Lines podcast. That's Dorian. I'm Chris. Welcome. Dorian having his Leafs jersey on because, of course, a few things we're going to run down through today. Starting off with the draft lottery results. Then, obviously, talking about everything surrounding that. Brady Tkachuk may or may not be returning to Ottawa come next season. Ridley Greig being suspended, and Charlie McAvoy having a hearing. I believe that's scheduled for Monday morning. Monday morning or Sunday.
It still hasn't happened?
No, they delayed it for like 2 weeks or something. It was crazy. Minnesota Wild off to a rough start in the second round here, changing their goalies and still finding ways to lose. And then the absolute domination that the Carolina Hurricanes and Freddy Anderson have been on since the start of these playoffs. And then at the end, if we have time, we'll sneak in some award finalists and predictions for it. So getting right in, the draft lottery results. Dorian, you're obviously pretty happy with that. Jumping up from 5th to 1st.
I mean, I've been saying this since like November that the leafiest outcome was that Boston was going to get the 6th overall pick. So here we are, not with Boston.
It was one number off. Any other number other than 12, and Boston gets that pick. Instead, the Leafs end up with it, and not only is it a pick, it is the first pick. Yeah. Congrats to the Leafs. Congrats to John Chayka, Matt Sundin, getting the first overall draft pick as soon as you step in the door.
I thought it was funny too with when they showed the video. It took Matt's like 5 seconds to realize what the hell was going on. Did you see?
Yeah, the delay. It was bad. It was pretty delayed for the San Jose one as well.
Oh, was it?
Yet neither one of them really reacted. I think it was more of a "you've been here before, calm down" from San Jose, but obviously the fans were happy. They showed a little watch party there on ESPN, or whoever was broadcasting it. They showed a little watch party in San Jose, Chicago, and then I think maybe Vancouver. I'm not sure.
Vancouver's not happy about that.
No. Granted, at 3rd overall, this draft seems to be a pretty solid first round, at least, so they should still end up with a pretty good player. It seems like Caleb Malhotra could be going to Vancouver, which, from what I've seen his play in the OHL, it's been pretty solid. So I'd fully expect him to end up to be a lockdown NHL player. Obviously, though, the floor is open. Who are the Leafs taking first overall?
Better be McKenna. That's all I'm gonna say. I've been hearing people online saying that they should trade the first overall pick to get their number one defenseman. Now you can figure out that later. Take the kid.
Now, the concern with that is that you don't have a number one defenseman then. Although,
we have Riley. He's okay.
Yeah, he's okay for now.
Danford, is that what you're going with?
Yeah, is that his name, Ben Danford?
Yeah.
Yeah. First pro season this year, right? Because he was or was he in the OHL again this year?
I thought he played with the Bulldogs. He might be playing with the Marlies right now.
Okay. Anyways, they have a decent prospect in Ben Danford coming up through the system. He's a not first round pick, but he's a decent prospect for the Leafs organization at least. And then the San Jose Sharks winning the second draft lottery, moving up from 9th to 2nd, just to twist that knife for Vancouver a little bit more. A conference rival ends up getting their second overall pick that should have been Vancouver's.
On Danford, he is a first-round pick. He just happened to be he was the 31st pick in the 2024 draft.
Okay, all right then. So, yeah, first-round pick. Hopefully he'll end up being the Leafs' number one center of the future, or number one defenseman of the future. The Sharks, though, they are going to be so good. It's
Do you trade that pick, or do you try and build you already have a young enough team? You could grab your somebody for that site. Like, I've heard rumors that they're open to trading that.
If I'm the Sharks, I don't hate trading that pick. If you don't, you have to go defenseman, though. You have a couple young defensemen. Sam Dickinson's only 19 years old. Mario Ferraro is 26, but he's still an alright defenseman. Timothy Liljegren is somehow still only 26.
Oh my god.
Nick Leddy has been in this league forever, it seems, and he's 34. Vinny Desharnais is 29. Neither one of those two played a full season this year. And then, that's kind of... Those are the big highlights on D there. I guess Orlov and Klingberg as well.
But those are your aging...
34, 33. Those guys are going to be gone soon.
I'm pretty sure Klingberg was only on a 1 year anyway.
His deal might be up at the end of this year.
I know Orlov was a 2-year deal.
Yeah. Orlov, not a bad season, though, overall. 37 points in 82 games from a defenseman. And then John Klingberg still proving that the offensive output is there. 27 points in 56 games. So nearly half a point a game from a defenseman is very, very good for this league.
Especially for, what, is he 34 or is he 33? I can't remember.
Yeah, so he's 33.
Yeah.
There's a lot of good defensemen up at the top of this draft. You could take any of them, really. I don't think you can go wrong with that pick so long as it is a defenseman, because, quite frankly, you don't need a forward. You've got Celebrini, you've got Smith. William Eklund's still there. Colin Graff is seemingly a pretty good player as well. Michael Misa played 45 games. He split time between the AHL.
He did better on the second half of the season, though.
He came on strong in the second half after having his little stint in the AHL. Igor Chernyshov, he's only 19. Played 28 games, 19 points.
Now, say the Leafs do the stupid thing and don't draft McKenna. Do the Sharks then take McKenna?
You have to.
Yeah.
There's no way. If the Leafs go off the board and don't take McKenna the first overall, you have to take McKenna. You figure out what you're doing after.
Then I feel like you'd be trading away like a Misa then.
Because then you end up into a 2016 scenario with the Leafs where you have all these good young prospects. All of them are going to need deals within 2 to 3 years of each other, and all of a sudden you're a cap-strapped team.
Yeah.
The logical pick for the Sharks is Keaton Verhoff, defenseman out of North Dakota. I've got his numbers pulled up. He's 6'4", 212.
Sorry, should I pull a Steve Dangle and just go beef?
He is beef. That is definitely beef. Yeah, so there's 3 defensemen projected to go inside the top 5.
Wasn't Verhoff's Canadian, right? He played at the Canadian World Juniors, no?
I believe he is, yeah.
He didn't look... if I remember correctly, he looked pretty... Like, it's the only time I watched him play, but he looked pretty...
Fort Saskatchewan, Alberta.
He looked pretty good on the World Junior team. I'm pretty sure coach trusted him a lot. I think he got a lot of ice time near the end of the World Juniors there.
Yeah. Yeah, if you're San Jose and the Leafs go with the logical pick, you take Verhoff second.
You
If
have
the
to.
Leafs go off the board and take Verhoff, then you take McKenna. It's an if this then that, and it's not. There's no other discussion up for it really.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I guess that kind of ties in because I mentioned the 2016 Leafs in there. Austin Matthews. I would imagine he's going to have some form of input on this draft pick.
Yeah.
I feel like that's safe to say.
Yeah. I feel like you ask him, at least get his in, like, hey, what do you want? Like, who do you think we should take here? Type of thing.
Yeah.
But, the rumors that are going around are that he doesn't want to return to Toronto are kind of crazy.
I'm gonna be honest. I haven't seen a lot of those since the Leafs won the lottery.
I saw one, and it was just.
You have seen a couple?
Yeah, just the one.
Okay.
It was. He's still uncertain about coming back, even though they have the first overall pick.
That's fair, I guess. You have a year, well, half a year, because he's gonna be out till what? Thanksgiving, Christmas.
I don't know when he's coming
Probably.
back, but yeah, that sounds right.
But so you don't have a ton of time. I guess the good news is without Matthews, the Leafs have a pretty solid record since 2016. I believe it's a .625 win percentage.
That sounds right. They don't lose a lot of games when Matthews isn't around.
Yeah. Now, it's going to be interesting to see what that's like when he's out to start the season. Because that's going to... I don't think they've really had that, because he's not there for Game 1, guaranteed. So it's going to be an interesting question to see.
I don't think Matthews has ever missed an opening day game since he started. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure this is the first year that he's not going to be there. And if he did, it was he got injured in preseason, and that's why he missed a game.
But he's not, like, his injury, he's out till, like, he's not missing, he's missing training camp, he's missing the first game of the season at minimum. That's just...
Well, at a training, or at locker cleanout or whatever, I think he... Wasn't he still on crutches, or was he just off of them?
I think he said he just came off them. So that was obviously within the week he just came off crutches, so that's a good thing at least, I guess, if you want to look at it from a Leafs fan perspective. I don't know though. It's obviously up to him. If he wants to leave, I would assume the Leafs would want to get something a bit more than a third-line centerman who they can then flip.
Hey, they got a first-round pick for that guy.
Okay. Not going to be Mitch Marner, though.
Yeah.
I can guarantee that. Unless Colorado is terrible next season, which I don't see happening.
Yeah, I can't see that being... I can't see them being bad. Unless, like, unless everybody gets hurt.
Yeah. They're making noise in these playoffs though, so little deep playoff run. Not everyone comes back healthy. Not everyone comes back at all. Who knows?
So
I think Matthews stays. I think he's a Leaf for life.
I don't know why he'd leave, unless the Leafs are absolutely terrible next year. Like, because I know he's gonna want to win a cup.
Yeah.
So, I don't see him going anywhere. As long as, like they said, as long as the Leafs are competitive, he'll stay.
Yeah, I can't see him leaving for anything really, not making what he is at least. I know the salary cap's going up, which we might be able to get to today.
Sorry, I just want to slide this in there. Max Domi unfollowed the Leafs on Instagram.
I don't think that's anything. That's just a
I just saw
PR
it on
poll.
I saw it on Twitter or something, so just thought it was funny.
I'm not. No, that's just that's a hey, look at me, put some attention on me, because he's probably getting a lot of flack for the rumors going around that Ty Domi was involved in the hiring of John Chayka and Matt Sundin. So
well, didn't I think I forgot to actually mention, didn't Max play under Chayka?
I believe they might have. I know they were in London at the same time, at very similar times.
I was more so meaning NH. Like, didn't he? Because weren't they in Arizona together?
Right, in Arizona. Right, they did play. He did play with, he did play under John Chayka.
So maybe Max actually had some input there.
I could see it. I'm not too sure if you're trusting.
Max Domi with.
What do you call Max Domi? A second, third line player, I guess.
He can play on Matthews' wing. He looked good on Matthews' wing. I mean, it's kind of hard it's kind of hard to look bad on Matthews' wing.
All right, so I don't know if you're trusting a top 9 forward who isn't 1, 2, 3.
Yeah,
I'll say that much. With that, like, I'm not sure how much input you're taking from that guy.
Yeah, I know.
It's the Leafs, though. It's Rogers. They're a multi-billion-dollar corporation. Who knows? Now, Austin Matthews is not the only captain that's rumored to be leaving his team come the end of this season, or by the start of next season, rather. Brady Tkachuk in Ottawa having a very quick 4-game series with the Carolina Hurricanes. He might be looking for a way out the door.
Which is kind of crazy to me, considering they've made it but like back-to-back years. You just happen to... The Leafs, you should have won. Or, sorry. It's the Leafs. They don't really win in the first round. Love them. But you ran into the Leafs, who were better than you.
That's fair.
In the playoffs. And then it's Carolina, man. You ran into Freddy.
I was going to say, you run into a hot goaltender. Now, I say hot goaltender. It's important to note Linus Ullmark is very comfortably top 5, top 10 in the key goaltending stats. He's 4th in save percentage with a .932.
He wasn't the reason they lost that series, right?
No. Oh, no, absolutely not.
Oh, sorry, right, I'm questioning that, like, the Senators didn't score 4 goals.
I was going to say they scored 4 goals, and they had, I think it was 5 on 3s, or 4?
It was 4 or 5. It was
almost a 5 on 3 per game or something like that.
It was ridiculous. So, I don't know. Didn't Brady get, like, 0 points, too?
Yeah, him and
Stutz.
I think Tim Stützle had a combined 1 point, and it was a assist.
It was an assist, yeah.
So not exactly great from your top 2 forwards there.
I don't know how Brady can, like, I get how you can be like, look, I want out, but like, you didn't do anything to help your team win.
I don't think you can. I know obviously we're talking about it. The rumors are out there. I don't think you can ask out. And if you do, if you're the GM, you're saying, no, you're staying here. Because you go onto your podcast, which, hey, podcast equipment is not nearly expensive enough. I will say that every episode if I have to. And effectively tee your dad up to, I don't even know what you call it. Basically say, hey, your goalie's not good enough.
So shit on your goalie without saying without having me, Brady Tkachuk, say that my goalie sucks.
Yeah, pretty much. I was trying to avoid the swear word, but yeah. Um, effectively, that's what he did. And come playoff time, Linus Ullmark shows up, and you don't. That's if you're the GM. No, you're stuck here. You're playing out the rest of this contract. I don't care who you are, until the president or the owner overrules me. You're staying here, and I don't look at it like it's a punishment. Look at it like it's no, you said this, now stand up for your team. Look at it however you want. I can see Brady Tkachuk leaving. If I'm in the seat of the general manager in Ottawa, no, he's staying.
Yeah. I you know what? I have to agree with you. You can't use your dad to call out your goalie and then just not do anything about it.
Yeah.
And then he tried to walk it back. Like, I didn't mean anything by it.
Yeah.
You didn't stop. You could have. There's this crazy thing called. You could have cut out the clip.
Yeah.
You didn't live record it. You could have just cut it out.
Say, like there were you had chances on chances. And then not let that get out, and it gets out.
You know, you could have used your dad to look like a bad guy, and then been like, "Whoa, Linus is a great goalie. What are you talking about?"
Well, not even say he's a great goalie. Say he's had a rough patch, but he's a solid goalie for us. That's the correct way to say it, because I think even Linus Ullmark, he's a very down to earth guy. I watched him a lot when he was in Boston. He's a very down to earth guy, and he'll admit that. He'll admit when he's not playing his best.
Even in Buffalo, you still wasn't bad. He's above
league average goalie
in Buffalo. Before Buffalo was good.
I was gonna say in the before times when Buffalo wasn't running through half the Eastern Conference, which wow. That's a game that we need to get to, or a series at least we need to get to. Linus Ullmark in Buffalo, 9.35 his I guess third year. His first year was 15-16, had a 9.13 in 20 games, and then him playing in the AHL the following season is a crime.
Yeah, no kidding.
With a 9.13 in a quarter of the season, and he's playing the AHL for most of the season the following year.
Welcome to Buffalo.
You're not kidding,
in the before times, Buffalo's great now.
Yeah,
cheering for you guys.
16-17, he plays one game, has a 9.17 with 33 shots against. Gives up. That math. Oh, no, sorry. That math does work out. Okay, 3 goals against on 33 shots. Or on 36 shots. That's what I was getting confused on. Sorry. Has a 9.17. 17-18. I'm guessing there was... Oh, no, again, split time between the AHL and NHL. 5 games in the NHL, 9.35. And now we hit his NHL stretch here. 9.05, 9.15, 9.17, and then goes to Boston, where he continues to have a 9.17 the following year. This was so clearly a blip to start the season, and I'm sure if I pulled up his splits,
he was definitely better.
Very clear first and second half splits.
His second half, like after he got back from like his break that he took, he was back to himself.
He was such a drastically different goalie.
Well, because wasn't Ottawa like not gonna make the playoffs, and then they
catapulted
and
themselves. Wills them to the playoffs. So let's see, as my website refreshes here. Pre-All-Star break, he has a 891 save percent. Well, that's not right. They're not going to do this to me now. Okay. That's annoying. Because they're not counting the Olympics as an all-star break.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Okay, well, moving on. Yeah, Linus Hallmark, good goaltender.
Great
Not the
goal.
reason Buffalo lost. Great goaltender, even yet. Not the reason Buffalo lost. Uh, if I'm Brady, yeah, I probably want to leave, get a fresh start. If I'm the GM and the rest of the team, no, you're staying. Keeping on the topic of Buffalo or on Ottawa though, Ridley Greig suspended 2 games for the sucker punch against the Carolina Hurricanes.
That's not enough.
No,
No.
I can see that not being enough because
Okay.
it's a bad play.
How many people did you say? See, normally it'd be like, oh, what do you mean that was fine? That was that
Okay,
right?
That's fair. That's fair.
Normally, there's like the Riley hit on Greg. At the time, I was like, yeah, fuck, screw his shit up.
Yeah, go for it.
Like he deserved it. I was annoyed with the suspension. Didn't think it should have been 5 games, but whatever. Looking back on it now, yes, 5 games. He deserved it, 100%. He deserved a 5-game suspension. You're telling me the guy who sucker punched and nobody online complained about it was like, yeah, that's kind of messed up. Only got 2?
Yeah. Well, because actually it's funny. When you look at it, the video that the Department of Player Safety posted on it, and unfortunately I don't have it, so I can't send it to you to watch it, they highlighted 2 separate punches. So it was a game of punch. Because they highlighted...
You know what?
They called it an overhand punch, and then they called it an uppercut. So it was a game of punch. And that's it. That's all he gets.
4 would have been fine. I think.
I think four's comfortable. That sends a message that
hey, don't
do
punch
this again.
don't punch people in the face with your gloves on who's not ready for it.
Well, and he was already engaged with another player on your team.
Yeah, that too.
So
wait, and wasn't it Fogel? I think it was Fogel who he's tied up with.
It might have been.
Yeah, it's been
a while.
Yeah,
but yeah,
and it's not like Fogel's can't handle himself.
I was gonna say Fogel is not a small player by any means. If it was him, he's a solid player, so he doesn't have much to worry about.
I don't think you needed to defend him, but whatever.
No. Now, the big one, which I have seen some defense for online, oddly. I'm not gonna defend it. Charlie McAvoy.
Kind of vicious a little bit.
I don't. What do you call that? Because it wasn't a baseball swing, but he came, I guess, a tomahawk shot.
Yeah,
I guess comes over the head.
What was it over the head? Because I thought he went like.
Oh, was it more?
I thought it was more of like an axe swing.
Then, yeah, tomahawk chop.
Yeah,
over,
same. But
hit on, I believe that was Zach Benson of the Buffalo Sabres.
That sounds right.
I watched that game. Charlie McAvoy was a big part of Boston taking that series to 6. He was not the best on home ice. Boston as a team wasn't good on home ice, though. Zach Benson slew foots him, ties him up, sends McAvoy down into the boards, and there wasn't an immediate call, and I think that was what flipped the switch. But granted, the ref put his hand up. He was there. He was going to make the penalty, going to make the penalty call. I think because there wasn't an immediate whistle, it was a bit of a seeing red moment, and McAvoy went after him. He's having an in-person hearing on May 11th, as I mentioned. So I believe Boston played on May 1st, so that's 10 days after.
That's crazy.
And locker cleanouts happened. End of season press conferences have happened. Yeah, a little late there, NHL, but sure, I guess. So that's gonna allow the ability for 6 games or more. This is going to be more than 6 games, right?
It's it's Peros. I don't. He's probably. It could just be an in-person hearing. Is gonna give him 2. Like, I,
I don't know. I
I,
I,
it,
I
it,
don't like the hit. It's not a hockey play in the slightest.
I mean, we were just talking about a non-hockey play with Wrigley Greig, and he got 2.
At least
I get it. I
to an
know.
extent in the game, but I see where you're coming from with that. Uh,
Yeah.
if it's 6, good. That's all I can say.
I don't
Really.
think anybody really be upset. Maybe some Bruins fans, but like,
But even then, like, yes, Zach Benson was a rat for the entirety of that series. That's still, you can't do that.
no, that's
Um, I know a couple Bruins fans actually that aren't too happy with the fact that it's being suspended, but
I
they've
mean,
come around to the idea that okay, I can see why that's going to be a suspension. 5 or 6 is the correct answer here. Because
it, it has
if
to
you
be.
go to 8, then that's a tenth of the season. And you know what? This might end up benefiting McAvoy. Uh, this is the NHL getting their lick back for McAvoy posting the, I want to say it was Jovis Balinskis, hit to the head on him earlier on in the season against Florida there.
Yeah.
In and around that was like the final game before the Olympics for Boston, and he takes a hit to the head, plus all the pucks that he's taken to the face over the course of the year. I think he spent
crazy.
4 separate times out of games with facial injuries.
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me.
Yeah, he's been eating a lot of rubber this year, more than he'd like to, I'm sure.
Especially in the face.
Yeah, definitely. I don't think he's going to complain with a couple extra games. Sure, he's not getting paid, but I don't think he's too upset. He's been making, I believe, $8 million for a better part of a decade. I don't think he's signed too many sub $8 million contracts. But yeah.
Yeah, you probably gotta give him at least 6.
Yeah.
6
feels right.
Yeah.
Because like I said, you go to 8, and that's a tenth of the season gone.
Would it still end up being that? Because doesn't the season get longer this year?
By a game. It's not.
It's going up to.
It's not too
4.
long.
I know.
Okay. I was actually wrong about him making $8 million for the better part of a decade.
Isn't it like
he
6.25?
Yeah, he signed a $9.5 million deal in 2022.
Oh.
And then in 2019-20, he signed a bridge deal for $4.9 million for 3 years. So that took him into the next contract.
He's only making 9.6.
9.5, not even.
Oh my god.
Yeah. So he's been doing all right. I would say top 10 defenseman in the NHL. I know people will debate that.
He's
with this next crop of defensemen. I'd be open to the discussion of Charlie McAvoy not being a top 10 defenseman. I just feel like he's been very consistent offensively and defensively, that he's a top 10 defenseman, but that's neither here nor there.
You have a Leafs fan agreeing with you. It's caused me a lot of pain.
I'm doing something right there. So yeah, 2 games not enough for Greig. 6 games feels right for McAvoy. I feel like
that's just a stupid play.
Yeah.
Heat of the moment.
That was in Game 6 as well. That's important to note. Boston was already out of that game. They were going home.
Mm-hmm.
Not worth it.
Stupid play.
Yeah. Now, the Minnesota Wild have played 120 minutes of run and gun hockey, and they have lost by a combined score of 14-8. That is
you made those numbers up.
Nope.
9-6,
5-2.
Oh my God! What?
It's bad. It is bad.
There's gotta be a lot of people hurt, right? Playing through stuff. Like, I know we won't find this out, but
I'm going to assume there's some injuries there that we're not being informed of.
Like, obviously can't inform us right now. I get it, but like,
yeah,
what?
It's bad. It's been bad for them. Even, I mean, you want to look at goaltending. The Swedish duo that they have, I believe it was Philip Gustafsson got game 1, and then Jesper Wallstack got game 2. Neither one of them with great starts to this series.
I mean, like, what the hell, man? How? I don't...
Yeah.
What?
It's trying to play a different style of hockey that you're not used to, and paying the price for it.
Didn't... how many times would they have played Colorado throughout the year?
2, I would think. But yeah, so a team that knocked off the Dallas Stars, and then
kind of easily too, no? I guess the series was tied,
but it wasn't. I don't know. I know it went 6, so it very could have easily gone 7. I mean, Minnesota killed them in the first game, 6-1. Stars came back right away, 4-2. Stars take the lead in Game 3 in a double overtime, 4-3. Then Minnesota comes back and wins 3 in a row, 3-2, 4-2, 5-2. That's a goal-scoring issue for Dallas.
Yeah, well, and they had a... They were hurt quite a bit, no? All right, they had quite a bit.
Dallas was banged up a fair bit. If they're all things equal, both teams fully healthy, then yeah, probably Dallas sneaks away with that win. I think both teams kind of get run over by Colorado here.
Yeah, it's Colorado.
I get Jake Ottinger said in his end-of-season press conference after the last game, whatever it was. I achieved none of my goals this year, 2 of which winning the Stanley Cup and being Team USA starter. He mentioned, I want to say the other one was him being a Vezina nominee. That was maybe it. There was a third one there that he mentioned. I'm not going to put words in his mouth, though. Solid season for him, though. Obviously, he's not happy with the way he performed in the playoffs, and that's completely understandable. But, man, I mean, Minnesota not looking particularly close in this series.
And I pulled up their the head-to-head.
Yep.
I'm just gonna say
just as bad.
Kinda.
Oh boy.
So the December 21st, I think that was before Quinn Hughes got there, right? He was after Christmas?
I think so.
Okay.
Anyways, continue on.
Anyways, Colorado won 5-1.
Oh. Would have been just after Quinn Hughes got there.
Oh, okay. So
yeah.
Colorado won 5-1.
All right.
Where February 20 26th. Minnesota won 5-2.
So that would have been game right after the Olympics. Nathan McKinnon is pissed. Cale Makar is pissed.
They
come out and lay that egg. Oh boy.
And then March 8th, Colorado won 3-2.
So a bit more of the first normal game that these teams have played the entire season then.
If you want to go back to the month before, Minnesota won 2-3. The month before December. So November 28th was the first time that they played. They lost. Minnesota won 3-2. So what? The most amount of goals they've scored in a series was 5, besides the playoff game. And you were able to only give up 3 max, 2 max in the win.
And then you give up 9 and 5
in the first. Yeah.
Now, is this 2 young goalies running out of steam? I feel like that's a valid conversation to be had.
How many games? It is.
Both goalies, I believe they just about split the net, if I'm not mistaken.
And then didn't they do the same in the Olympics, or am I making that up?
Yeah. No, it was very close. Philip Gustafsson played 50 games. Jesper Wallstedt played 35. So a bit more than half, but Philip Gustafsson, he is 27. He's been in the NHL full time since 2022, 2023.
I guess he hasn't played over 50 in his career before.
Last year, actually, he did. 58 for Minnesota last year. Played 45 and 39 the 2 years before that. As for Jesper Wallstedt, obviously just got there to Minnesota, I believe. Yeah, he heading into this season, he has a combined 5 career games played in the NHL. 23. I'm gonna count that one as a young goalie running out of steam, just because it does happen. You play more games. You play more games. You play more harder games in the NHL than you have ever before.
Not to mention the Olympics.
Plus the Olympics, which I think I'm pretty sure they just about split the net on.
That's.
What do you do? Like, you have.
Do you have a vet third stringer that you have in the AHL currently? No.
I don't believe you do. You've got a 4-day break in between game 2 and game 3.
Don't let those two touch the ice.
Really?
Yeah. Well, for those 4 days that you have off.
Yeah.
Let them rest.
Okay. All right.
They clearly need it. Consider what? 14 goals in 2 games.
14 goals in 2 games. Yeah, that's what it was.
They clearly need some sort of time off. Yeah. They kind of have somebody that they could call up if it's Cal Peterson.
No. There's no... And you keep the fans happy? There's no way. There's no way. The fans would throw a riot in Minnesota. And they are very... Minnesota fans love you. You are very nice. Throw a riot if Cal Peterson gets called up here. and both goalies are healthy. Let me.
Yeah. No, I know. You cannot play him. There's no reason to play that guy.
Other than take some rest.
You gotta let those two not play anything.
That's fair.
At least until game 3 happens, and then
Yeah, and then figure it out for game 4.
I
Good news is you're on home ice in those 2 games.
Do you run? Who started last game? Was it Wallstat?
Yeah, Wallstedt started last game. I believe both goalies played the entirety of their games. Let me just double check that.
Wait, Gustafson they let him stay in for 9.
I believe it was 8 without the empty net. Yeah.
Oh.
Let me just double check that here.
Because if we're being honest here, you got to run Wallstat then in game 3.
Just go with the lesser of 2 evils at this point.
He let in less goals.
That's fair. Yeah, Jesper Wallstat, 8 goals against on 34 shots.
Oh, Wallstat started game 1?
It would seem yes, he did.
So never mind.
So I apologize then. So I guess you run
Gustafson.
Run out Gustafson then.
He was your better goalie of the 2 games. I don't know if he's your better goalie, period.
Yeah. Gustafson, 57.08 time on ice. 4 goals against on 22 shots.
Yeah, so you got to run out Gustafson.
That's, yeah.
That's
not an ideal situation to be in.
No, that's just unfortunate.
Yeah.
I mean, I had Colorado winning the series anyway. I just figured
not like this though.
Not like this. I figured it was going 7.
I mean, you would think, because all 3 of these teams, Colorado, Dallas, and Minnesota. I know Dallas isn't here.
Dallas should have been.
They were all 3 up at the top of the standings for most of this season. And then you go out and get shelled like this. That is just...
Well, after having a decent series against Dallas, too.
Yeah. I feel like that's kind of all that there is to say about that.
Yeah.
You run Gustafson out in game 3, and then if he has a bad game, I guess you go back to Wallstat.
Yeah.
On the topic of goaltending, though, Frederik Andersen and the Carolina Hurricanes, I briefly touched on it earlier, though. A 958 in 6 games has been an absolute light show. 2 shutouts, 3 minus a minute. If you want to go back to game 2 against Philadelphia here, because they gave up 2 goals in 39 seconds, I believe it was.
And then won that game.
Freddy shut the door the rest of that game. 3-2 overtime win.
There's a reason.
Man Freddy.
There's a reason why I didn't want Unk off my team.
And here he is.
I am cheering for Freddy. I love that guy. He was great here in Toronto. It's just he always seemed to get hurt right about now. And I don't know what Carolina did to him to make him be able to play 6 straight, but good for you guys. You guys have probably the best goaltender in the playoffs.
It's very close between him and Alex Lyon. That's actually one other topic I want to touch on briefly there, is the goal scoring of the Buffalo Sabres. But that we can do that after. I think, quite simply, it is load management. You look at the games that he played for the Leafs.
Yeah, he
66 in 16-17, 66 in 17-18, 60 in 18-19, 19-20 in a 69-70 game season. He played 52.
Jesus, what?
Yeah, he played 52 out of 70 games. And that's like consistent for 4 years straight. And then finally, 2020-2021, the bubble season, he plays 24.
Because I'm pretty sure
23 of them.
I'm pretty sure him and Campbell were splitting the duties.
Yeah, just about. Goes 13-8-3, right? Yeah, 13-8-3 with a 296 goals against, 895 save percentage. The one year in Toronto, he's sub-league average, by the way. Although the decline's coming, so I can see why Toronto got rid of him.
I was also okay with it too, but if there was a guy to help the Leafs, I don't even want to say win a cup, but get out of the first round, that was the goalie to do it. I loved when the Leafs acquired him. Like, he was awesome.
Yeah, and even in Anaheim, 3 years, 923, 914, 919, just rock star.
Yeah.
This is a fair question to ask for a 36-year-old, and I'm gonna do it. Hall of Fame?
I don't know.
I'll give you career numbers real quick. 552 games started.
He missed
games played. Sorry,
I think he missed quite a few due to injury too.
He has missed quite a few. Yeah, a record of 324, 149, and 58.
That's crazy.
259 goals against, 913 save percentage.
What?
28 shutouts.
What? Does he have any awards for to him?
He has won the William M. Jennings Trophy for best goaltending tandem twice. The 2021-2022 season and the 2015-2016 season.
Yeah.
I'm sorry?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. I'm going to say no. I know you're not going to like that.
It's Freddy. I ride or died with my guy.
The only thing missing off his resume is a Stanley Cup. He gets a cup, he's in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, you know what? You know what? I already visualized him having it, so
that's fair.
I'm also, there's a lot of probably just recency bias considering how good he's been in this playoff.
For a career 913 at nearly 600 games. Like, he plays next season. He's going to get really, really close to... no, I guess they have Brandon Busey, so...
And Kochekov, too.
Yeah, okay, so 550 games. Say he's done at the end of this year. I'm not sure if he has a contract for next year.
Carolina also has been running 3 goalies, I'm pretty sure, all year.
They have been for most of the season, yes.
I mean, you kind of have to, considering how
Freddy Anderson is done at the end of this season. So,
well, what's he making right now?
$2.75 million.
I would sign him for 1 more year. At that.
In Carolina.
Yeah.
Wow. All right then. I guess Brandon Busey is still waiver eligible.
But
no.
Aren't they?
Come next season, he's not. I apologize.
Didn't they keep all 3 goalies up in the show anyway?
They did. But Brandon Busey is getting a raise of over $1 million, which that is a steal if he is half the goaltender that he was to start this season.
Kind of forgot that. That happened.
Thanks, Boston. Appreciate it.
Hey, at least your team doesn't make too many stupid decisions.
No, we just let AHL goalies walk like it's nothing, and then they end up being killers in the NHL.
Here, do you want a prime example of a stupid goaltending thing?
Rask for Raycroft.
Yeah. They could, if they wanted Rakoff that bad, they could have just waited the year. He was an expiring. He was going to.
Yeah.
He was an expiring free agent. He had 1 year on his deal when they made that trade.
That's true.
And you could have kept Rask. You didn't have to get rid of him.
Yeah. Winningest goaltender in Maple Leafs history, by the way. Another tough one. And I know this is gonna suck. Just because of his very short time. Ian Scott. Does that name ring a bell?
A little bit.
Do you know the story of Ian Scott?
I don't think so.
Okay. Ian Scott, drafted 110th overall, goaltender from the Toronto Maple Leafs. Take a guess at who was drafted 111th overall.
Oh. Was it Tim? Tim Thomas?
Nope.
No.
In 2017?
Oh, sorry. I kind of forgot what year we're in.
2017 draft class.
Who is it?
So think 26, 27-year-old goaltender.
I got nothing.
The 111th overall pick by the Boston Bruins in the 2017 NHL draft. Jeremy Swayman.
Of course. Of course.
And the Leafs took Ian Scott, who played a combined 2 AHL games.
I was gonna
and
say
6 ECHL games.
Why does my team suck?
That's a tough one to swallow right there as well. With that being said, because it's important to note, there's no guarantee Swayman works out in Boston or works out in Toronto. Assuming they swap positions, there's no guarantee that Ian Scott is who he is in Boston. So
yeah, I know.
There's
right.
that at least.
But looking at it now,
looking at it with hindsight, that is a killer decision. So, that's about it. We're pushing just about an hour here, I think. Do we want to get into a couple of awards and then kind of split it up?
We are 2 minutes away from an hour.
All right. So we'll go through a couple of awards here, and then we'll leave the rest of them for the next show. Jack Adams, John Cooper, Dan Muse, Lindsey Ruff. You've got three very interesting coaches here.
I get why Cooper's on there. He had
John Cooper.
He had
never won Jack Adams. Always has had a great team though.
This year though, half of his team was like AHL players.
That is fair for most of the season.
They finished. Was it first? No, second. Sorry.
Second in the division.
I think Buffalo got first.
Yeah, and I don't believe they were tied with Montreal. Regardless. Dan Muse, first year head coach, Pittsburgh Penguins, aging core,
old
Lindsey
as
Ruff.
Shit core.
That's fair. That they are old. They are very, very old. Lindsey Ruff, the bottom feeding Buffalo Sabres, where you could get in the door for $10 Canadian, not American, $10 Canadian. Now in the second round, and just very handedly beat the brakes off the Montreal Canadiens in Game 1. Granted, should mention, Jack Adams, not a playoff award. regular season only, but it's important to mention what they've done in the playoffs as a continuation on to the regular season.
Yeah. I'm taking rough.
Okay.
I get Dan Muse. Man, it's been 14 years for Buffalo. He comes in, and what?
That's fair.
Right, like they made the playoffs. He just got back. Like he came back and they're in the playoffs now. Well, like it's been 14 years. Did anybody have Buffalo to make the playoffs this year? I didn't.
No. Well, he was there last season. So
all of last season, or
yeah, full 82
okay.
Last season to a 36-39-7 record. This season a 50-23-9 record. Does have Jack Adams before in 05-06, ironically with the Buffalo Sabres, where they lost in the conference final with a 52-24-6 record.
History tends to repeat itself.
So you think Buffalo's out in round 3 in the conference final, and Lindy Ruff wins the Jack Adams?
History repeats itself.
All right, then.
I mean, the Leafs are a pretty good example about that.
That's fair. That is fair.
Who's your pick?
I'm giving it to John Cooper.
Is it just is it because he doesn't have one?
Little bit, and Dan Muse is such a young coach. It's his first year being an NHL head coach. Let's pump the brakes on the hype there. Pittsburgh fans are going to be happy with this season, and they rightfully should be.
He did good. He did what he needed to do to get that team into a playoff spot.
Yep, and he's done very well with that. It is important to note with John Cooper, though, that is his highest win percentage since the 2021-2022 season when they lost in the finals.
That's crazy.
So he's gone out and done this with a rather impressive team, only missing the playoffs twice in his tenure with the Tampa Bay Lightning. Has yet to win a Jack Adams.
If all the years for him to win it, it's probably gonna be this one.
I think he's
it's just
away here.
It's kind of funny that when did they have that like spectacular run? I think that was
2018-2019, a 780 win percentage.
Yeah, that one. That's the year he probably should have won it.
And he lost in round 1.
But that was the year he probably should have won. I don't know. Of all the they're all probably deserving of it. Mused a little bit less than the other two, but I'll be okay with whoever wins this.
That's fair. All right. And then the player voted MVP, and this will be the last segment on our show here. The Ted Lindsey, Nikita Kucherov, Connor McDavid, Macklin Celebrini, and once again the player voted league MVP.
So you're going to the beast. It's going to the beast.
Really? All right. I don't hate that. For the most part, the alignment between the writers and the players tend to be fairly even. There's definitely not he won it last year, let's give it to another guy this year.
Yeah.
With the players as there is with the Hart. Nikita Kucherov, though, did not play the full season.
I know.
And I believe was 8 points behind Connor McDavid.
That guy's nuts.
He's underratedly nuts. Like, Connor McDavid, 82 games, 138 points.
Kucherov's so good.
Nikita Kucherov, 76 games played, 130 points.
He's so good. Oh my god.
there isn't a right or wrong answer here. I just think it's Nikita Kucherov who gets it.
That's fair. like you said, there isn't a right or wrong. Like, I'll be fine with any three of these, and any one of them winning it.
Yeah.
Man, Kucherov's insane.
Yes, he is. All right, so we are pushing over an hour here, which is double the length of our first show. So yeah, I don't think there's anything else really to say here, unless you wanted to mention anything.
Don't forget to like and subscribe, and tune back in for Monday.
Okay, yeah.
Because we'll be back on Monday.
So yeah, that's gonna do it. Thank you so much for watching the second ever episode of the Blue Lines podcast. As we mentioned earlier this week, Mondays, Thursdays, and yeah, that's gonna do it. Thank you very much. Have a good one.
Later.